guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the last round of the Swiss Railway Championship. I had the white pieces, and after the win in the fourth round, I had chances to get second place with a win. If I didn't win, I would be most probably fourth place, and I won't qualify for the international championship. That's why I had a bit pressure, and I started with the white pieces, e4, c5, Sicilian opening, and then after a6 I decided to play c4, which is the Maroczki system, queen c7, knight to c3, knight f6, bishop e2, bishop e7, short castle d6. This is all well-known theory, actually. The huge advantage of c4 is that we control d5 in the center. The disadvantage is that c4 sometimes is a bit weak. Then played bishop e3, knight bd7, has the idea of going knight to e5 or knight to b6, rook c1, b6. Here just quickly showing, here are sometimes some tactical patterns where you sacrifice the knight here and then you use this pin. But he played the knight there, and after b6, f3, bishop b7, I played queen d2 to activate my queen, and now he castled short side. And here he could have done some other moves like h6 or knight to e5 and wait a bit, but he decided to short castle immediately, and here I smelt the attack, and that's why I played g4. So g4, concrete idea, g5, h4, and then a pawn storm. This is possible, the center is not closed, but we really control the center. If you play e5, we can jump on f5. d5 is really hard to play. b5 is quite impossible, so he can't really make a breakthrough in the center. So here he still should have played h6 according to computer, but for me it's not that much clear. He played rook fd8. It is an unnatural move because the rook normally is needed for defending. That's why I played g5, knight to e8, f4, controlling even more the center. And now we have the idea of f5, f6. g6, but I play f5 anyway. What's the idea? Like, the idea is, let's say if he captures what he did, then we recapture like that. Other moves, such as knight to e5, we can play maybe f6 to weaken the bishop here. We can also capture here, and then just everything is open suddenly, which helps us because we are the attacker. So he captured with the e-pawn, which is correct, and then I recaptured. Now he installs the knight on e5. So this knight is really strong, but I played with the idea of knight to d5. He captured. Otherwise he would move the queen somewhere, and then we can capture b6, like some tactical approaches, or in this case even better, we can capture the bishop, and if he goes there we get the fork. So more or less he was already forced to capture. He did that, and then I captured, queen to b7, and now I played f6, bishop f8. So my idea here by this move sequence was that he stays with his bishop on f8. Here he will never have a chance to go out, so his only breakthrough is h6, but I can counter that with h4, so basically his bishop is dead. And now the idea is to exchange all of the pieces, that he remains with this bishop and I with another bishop, because then his king also can't do anything. So knight to c6, protecting the pawn on d5 that was attacked. Rook d7, bishop c3, knight c7, rook c1, rook e8, king f2. That was that I had some idea to go with the bishop, but then there's always this annoying fork, so I thought, okay, king f2. And yeah, so knight a8. Black has a bit some problems because, yeah, he can't really move this piece, he can't move this piece, neither this, neither this. Yeah. And again, I don't want to capture. I would get a free pawn, but he would, yeah, get the option of get out with the bishop. So knight a8, queen d4, rook c8. It's a really slow game now because white is a bit squeezing the opponent. b4, queen c8, wants to come here at some point. That's why king g3, b5, queen f4, queen d7. So now this knight can neither move, and my idea was to play something like queen f2, bishop b6, something like that. Bishop f1. Now this bishop did here his job quite good. So now the idea is to capture the queen. He saw it and he captured it. I play first bishop h3, that he has to go with the queen, and then I capture with the rook, and then queen d4. So I'm getting a bit closer. We exchanged the strong knight here, and he still stuck with the bishop on f8. Capture, capture, knight to c7. At least this knight is free now. So king f2. I want to go with the queen somewhere, but I want to protect the bishop. Rook e5 searches for some counterplay, especially attacking the pawn on d5. I protect it with bishop g2, rook e8, queen c3. Targets the knight. Knight goes back, so he's back in the corner. Now, finally, from our more active position, we get some material advantage. Rook e5 again, rook c6, queen b7, h4. h4 I played to stabilize my pawns, and yeah, these two pieces are just terrible. So queen d7, he wanna come out to f5, g4 and so on. I played bishop d4, queen check. I saw that, and I played queen f3. The problem now is, I guess he first thought he can give a check and has some attack, but the rook here is still defending this square, which means he has no check, and if he doesn't have a check, he would need to trade the queens. And let's say if he plays like that, you basically just play with two pieces less because they are so passive, and I can slowly improve my position with winning material. And yeah, that's why he, in this position here, he resigned, because if he moves the rook away, I can just capture the queen and yeah, play the game on. So it was a wonderful win on demand. It's one of the toughest things in chess, which means I qualified for the international tournament. And yeah, I can go with the Swiss national team, and really looking forward for this experience. So with this achievement, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Keep on grinding by your own chess games, stay healthy, and see you soon.